I started this project by looking into what CFX is, what it's used for, and what are the usual ways in which it is used. So I started looking at Ziva Dynamics as I decided that this is going to be my focus for this project. I want to be able to, at the end of this project, I want to be able to simulate the muscles in a correct way. I started looking at job requirements and writing down the main requirements of the software and skills for different job roles. Then I listed the ones that I liked the most, and I looked at different areas of the CFX and at quality checks from large budget movies that I wanted to aim for with the quality of my work. I did this schedule to make sure that I'm on track with the time management and stuff. And then there's some highlights of the board that I just shown, and I circled the stuff that I'm most interested in. So at this point, I decided I'm gonna go with muscle simulation, and if I have enough time, maybe hair and groom, but this is an additional thing. This project is mainly for exploring the muscle simulations through Ziva Dynamics and possibly Houdini, but mainly Ziva. I wrote down what I need to research, and at this stage I realized that there are elements that I need to do before the other elements, so this helped me structure my exploration to the practical parts of this. Then I started doing proper research, looking into pipeline breakdowns, then different tutorials of different softwares used for CFX, and some additional stuff. At this time I realized that my schedule wasn't correct because the usual way that I work with CG is slightly different. I start with model and texture and stuff like that, and then I rig and animate. And obviously, since in this case model is the simulation, is done through the simulation, the rig and animation needs to be first to make sure that the simulation actually follows the movement of the animation. So then I decided that I am not an animator, and for the practical part I am not going to be wasting time on trying to animate something properly. So I found this model of a skeleton, which is perfect because I just need the skeleton and then work on the muscles on top of it. I found this animation that is a dancing skeleton, and I decided to use it. It's from Sketchfab. It's a free model. Then I decided that this is gonna take way too long, and if I don't know if it's gonna work with the muscles, I should probably start with something way smaller and make sure it's working before I move on to something bigger. So I quickly made this animation with the same skeleton that I deleted the original animation from. After that I sculpted the muscles, I attached them, and I made sure that everything works. And at this point, the muscles follow, and everything works in this area. But in most of the tutorials that I saw, the moment you link the bone with the tissue, with the muscle fibers, they simulate. There is the general gravity and the softness of the tissue and stuff like that just moving around slightly. This isn't the case with what I did. The only thing I achieved so far is to make the contraction of the muscle, as you can see here. This is the original muscle, and this is when it contracts. So that's all that I managed so far. I definitely need to try to figure out how to do it properly, because for now this is not really a muscle simulation, it's just some muscles attached to the animation. But I'm glad that it follows and that everything works. Then I spent some time into playing with the Z-solver of the general stuff of the animation, of the simulation. So eventually I managed to get it slightly simulating the way I saw in tutorials, but I'm not sure if this is the correct way or if it should happen automatically when I first open it, or if I actually need to change the settings on the solver. So I achieved something, but I'll need to double check if this is a correct way of doing it.